this season last year might not have gone the way that the Sooner Boomers fans would have liked. Only losing 2 games, but the 2 games were heartbreakers. They were stunned by Texas and absolutely overwhelmed by Baylor, but did not let that derail them. And got the invite to the final regular Sugar Bowl and stunned Alabama in that game. Well, with that happening the way that it did, the Sooners not only won the game and felt good, their fans felt good. And also got some recruits with that. This is one of the top recruiting classes in the nation. And the tops in the Big 12 as far as Fox and ESPN are concerned. So let's just get right down to it. Offensive first. Offensive personnel additions to this team. 2 quarterbacks. Justin Hansen is the big guy, the main true freshman. 6'4", 215, out of Edmond, Oklahoma. He's an addition to the team. As well as 6'2", 220 quarterback, Baker Mayfield. The offensive player of the year for the past season. He will transfer from Texas Tech, but we'll have to wait till a year from now to actually get to play. So he'll have to redshirt. Running backs, 2 big ones. Joe Mixon, 6'2", 216, out of Oakley, California. And Samaje Perine, 5'11", 238, from Pflugerville, Texas. And, well, we've had them before. Seth Luttrell, J.D. Runnels. We just got done. I just met him for the first time in 4 years in Trey Millard. Now, the fullback will be Dimitri Flowers, 6'3", 219, out of San Antonio, Texas. This guy's a big guy, fullback, 219, so he's not as big as Samaje Perine, but he's still pretty big. 219 is still a couple of biscuits short of a loaf of bread. This is a big dude, so look for him. That's fullbacks. Wide receivers. We're going to start alphabetically. You start with Mark Andrews, 6'6", 220, out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Next comes a local kid from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Jeffrey Mead, 6'6", a $190, from, as I said, from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then a couple more Callies. Micaiah Quick, who's very quick on his feet. No pun intended. 6 foot, a $170, out of Fresno, California. Also out of California, actually this is La Mirada, California, is Dallas Todd. 6'5", 210. Like I said, out of La Mirada, California. A couple of tight ends also come in this class. Not to mention the other tight end, former quarterback Blake Bell will move over there, as well as these 2 additions also. Isaiah Ijuwana. Ijuwana is 6'5", 250, out of Mount Holly, New Jersey. So from the East Coast. And a little bit of a name that you might know again. Carson Meyer, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, 6'6", 235. And of course, you gotta have your big uglies that Beanbo's gonna work with. Bimbo has a couple new toys. None of these guys are from Oklahoma, but the big one is down there at the bottom. But we'll start at the top of that as far as alphabetically is concerned. Jonathan Alvarez. Alvarez is 6'3", 301 out of Mesquite, Texas. They also have Orlando Brown, 6'8", 340 out of Duluth, Georgia. From SEC country, if you will. Natal Curtis, 6'3", 235 from Phoenix, Arizona. From Bob and Mike's hometown, home state of Ohio. This guy's from Troy, Ohio. He's 6'4", 280, and he's Alex Dalton. Kenyon Fearson, 6'6", 285 out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And here's the guy that I was talking about before. Paul Joseph, 6'4", 325 out of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's right, kid out of Louisiana. Don't you just love that? How we go into their country and take them all? Well, SEC country that is. Well, that's it as far as offense. Now, Montgomery, Coach Montgomery, he's got one new defensive lineman to work with. Dwayne Orso, O-R-S-O, 6'6", 275, another one of those SEC guys out of Birmingham, Alabama. Next are the toys that we'll get to work with as far as linebackers are concerned. Starting from the top is Curtis Bolton. Bolton, the 6'2", 215 out of Marietta, California. And then we get to Devontae Bond. Bond, 6'3", 240 out of Siena Community Junior College. This guy has been through it all, man. And here's a note. When he came out, he was supposed to be like all the other linebackers and like these other two linebackers and just be a 4-year guy for the U. That tells you how good he's going to be, right? I mean, you start for Miami, you start pretty quickly, in my opinion. Below him, as far as names concerned, Evans. Tay Evans, 6'2", 200 even, out of Allen, Texas. And finally, a linebacker. 6'2", 285, New Orleans, Louisiana, Courtney Garrett. Courtney, another one of those SEC guys from Louisiana. Big time signing there. Now the toys that Mikey Stoops gets to play with. He's gonna have a lot of fun with these guys. Guys like Marcus Green, 6'1", $180 out of Cedar, Texas. Cedar, Texas, C-E-D-A-R. Out of DeSoto, Texas, Deontre McQueenie, 6'1", 204. Here's the stutter. Here's the stunner. And he says that he's an Oklahoma kid. He is an Oklahoma kid, by the way. But he says the one thing that pushed him in the direction is that he's an Oklahoma kid. He likes Coach Mike Stoops and Bob. And it helped that we beat Alabama the way that we did. The guy that all that put together helped him sign, Stephen Parker, 6'1", 186 out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jordan Thomas, 6'1", $180 out of Klein, Texas. And finally, Tito Wendium, 5'9", 174 out of Volport, Mississippi. All right, of all those players, I'm going to pick two guys that I think will be a huge key factor in this whole thing. Defensively, for Mike Stoops and those guys, I just think that Devontae Bond is ready to play. 6'3", 240, Siena Community College. I just feel like he can get out there and play right now if he wanted to. So there is that going on. Also, you have my boy Sterling Shepard, who I love to death. I love watching this guy play. But he's going to need someone on the other side of him to come in and just say, you know what, I'm going to help you out. And really, I think it could be either one of these guys. But if I had to pick one, just one, I'm going to say Mekhi Quick. 6 foot, 170 out of Fresno, California. He said he came to Oklahoma because he liked what Jalen Saunders did, also from Fresno, California. So, we'll see how that works out. But those are my two guys to watch for in this class. Before the year's over, before they leave, Mekhi Quick and Devontae Bond will be two guys that you'll really, really, really want to get to know. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, follow me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Follow me on Twitter, @SoonerFanOK. Thanks for watching, guys. And to these guys, from Justin Hansen to Tito Windrum, welcome to the University of Oklahoma. From one of the biggest OU fans I know, myself. Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, follow me on Facebook @Harry James Taylor. Follow me on Twitter, SoonerFanOK. Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care.